What's going on, guys? Coach Andrew with Triple Crown Sports Academy, and I'm joined here today with a longtime friend. We grew up together, Mauro San Martin. Uh, what a baseball player he is. We're here talking about baseball, and we're going to talk about having passion and playing with heart, and how you can't teach that nowadays to kids. And this is one person that I tried to imitate when I was playing when I was younger. A lot of kids want to be better than other kids, but uh, with him, he went out there and played like hard. He dove after balls. He hustled. He had speed. He knew the game. He was intelligent and a great teammate. So today, we just want to go over, because a lot of times with kids these days, they just go out there. They think they're good enough to play, and then they don't play hard. And when games get tight and they face adversity, they just fall apart. And you can't really teach how to play hard, how to have heart, how to hustle, stay focused, never give up. So today I just want to talk to Mo, that's what we called him back in the day, and get his insight about what he did to play hard, and how he faced all that adversity when he was younger, when he was playing.
So first of all, I guess you're making me blush here from with your words before. I appreciate that. Again, I appreciate you using me for this, and I guess the same way you said, trying to emulate or whatever. I guess I always liked your passion for the game. You were told something, and when we would work on things, you made the best effort to put forth the energy to be better, and I guess that's really the key. Having passion for the sport is one thing, I guess in New York it's kind of easy. People say you're a front runner and you like the Yankees, or even if you like the Mets, not everybody's perfect, but no. I don't know. I guess just playing, even guys growing up here in our neighborhood, they would say, we grew up playing ICYP. They would say, oh, is this ICYP? And oh, you don't take it serious. And some guys played high school ball. Some guys played travel leagues. But I always say, if you're gonna do something, do it 100%. And especially baseball. I don't know. It's something that was introduced to me by a close friend of mine. And it's funny because I'm naturally a left-handed. I use my left hand to write, and I throw righty, and I catch my left. I bat righty. That's the way I learned. So it's funny to say that even then, the way I learned how much I love the sport, I do everything kind of opposite. So passion for the sport, is one, and the ability to think, and the ability to know that you can do more. And once you test yourself more, and you know that you can get to that spot, and you've done it at that spot, then you can keep moving forward. And you're gonna have your downs, and you're gonna have your ups. More downs than ups, because baseball is a game of failure, which is usually it's spoken about, but it's not really concentrated on. You go 1 for 4, but what if that 1 for 4 is the game-winning hit?
Yeah.
There's such a dynamic to baseball, and I don't know. People who from the outside looking in don't really, they think it's a boring sport, but it's almost like a chess match, and there's so many things that go on in a baseball game, wherever you're watching it, professional, the amateur level, deep amateur level, like going to a little league baseball game. It's, you just got to look at read the tea leaves, and yeah, that's one portion of it. I guess I hope that was enough. Yeah.
I think a lot of kids don't understand there's two types of baseball players nowadays. There's one that loves baseball, they love playing it and love what baseball could give to them. And there's another kid that wants to be that baseball player, that wants to put in that work every single day,
Right,
to make it far. As if the other one wants to play, and if they make it, they make it, but they don't want to put 100% effort into it to get to that point.
you're 100%. You know what? In today's society, everything is immediate. I remember growing up. If you wanted an audio, if you wanted like your artist's favorite song, that was out. Either you recorded it off the radio with your cassette player, or you bought a single. You had to go to the store, and everything is quick nowadays. You can download it on your phone. You can download it on your computer. Everything is rewarded quickly, whatever you want. And sports is probably one of the last remaining things, one of the last remaining, sports period is one of the last remaining things where things aren't going to come to you quick, especially baseball. You're trying to hit a small ball with a bat, and it's coming faster, it's moving, it's going left and right, and you do have to have patience, you do have to have the passion, you have to have effort. You got to go out there and take 100, 200 grounders. You got to keep practicing, and it literally is practice makes perfect. The more you see a ball, the more you can react to it. And if you don't have that passion, that effort, that the patience, it's not gonna come to you, quick. You can, and it's unteachable. It's sure there's gonna be guys out there that you're probably gonna coach, and they have the talent, and they can't hone it because you know what, it's not fast rewarding. And then there's other sports now that get glorified more than baseball, basketball, football. But I feel like baseball's, while it takes long to do it, it's one of the most rewarding. We were just talking about it earlier. You're gonna keep, all your money if you get into baseball, as opposed to basketball and football. Their unions and everything is a little different. That's a different conversation. But definitely, you should always play. Anything you do, you should always do it seriously. In regards to baseball, you should always be focused. You're gonna go train. That's what you're doing there. You're not going there to mess around. Sure, there's time to mess around, and you do it while you can. You set a time, but when it's time to play, when it's time to get down, that's what it's all. That's what it's all about. Just like you said, about teammates and teamwork. When you're playing on a team, it's all about what are you bringing to the table. And you got to know your job. If you're not doing your job, it's going to suffer. Someone's got to have to pick it up. And if you're not doing it correctly, you're affecting the whole team. And while baseball you might look at it from the outside, it's not a team, or people might consider it not a team sport, it definitely is. In every facet, so you need every guy on that roster, no matter what it is, from the big league level to the, minor leagues. You need every guy on that roster to do their job. As long as everybody's doing their job, the team can move correctly. Whether you're winning or losing doesn't matter. You're doing it together. Sometimes that's not the case for everybody. Yeah. So I guess that's one of the biggest aspects. Just gotta be a team player. That's how I'll still believe that. Till
exactly.
Exactly. So, that's huge, but it doesn't exist a lot nowadays, cause things need to be fast, rewarding, and guys are coming up quicker now too. Even in other sports, they're coming up quicker. So I guess it's like you got to catch the curve quick.
Yeah.
But baseball is probably still one of the remaining sports that you can have it at one point, but you still got to refine it, which is great. That's the best part about baseball.
Well, we try to tell kids nowadays that it's a process. Don't always look at the outcome, the result.
100%.
But look at the process and go through that process. If you go 0 for 4 today, but you got good cuts, good swings,
100%.
played hard, was a teammate, did your job, that's okay. That the results are gonna come. Just stay with the process.
Right.
And that's what the game of baseball is.
That's it.
You're not gonna get up there fast. You're not gonna. Nobody really looking at your numbers when you're playing little league or when you're younger. They want to see your process and your progress as your years
You're 100% right.
as you're getting older.
And you said it right there, doing your job and staying in your routine, and adding to your routine. That's huge. It's it separates you from from the guys who aren't putting it in to the guys who are putting it in. And it's not to say that when you're in the amateur level or in little league that you got to be so consistent, like you're a kid at the end of the day. But if you have passion for something, you have fun with it, and that's how I look at it. You have passion for something, why not, dive a little deeper? Let's get a little better at this. And I guess that's what it is. I love baseball. I love baseball to this day.
Yeah.
You know, even when I watch a game, it's not. You know, you don't. There's so many things that people will look at, and you'll speak to other guys, and they're like, "Well, that guy, he should have there was a play with Gary Sanchez in Houston,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, Gary Sanchez didn't, make that play at the plate to get Altuve out at the plate." I was like, man, that's one play.
Yeah.
How did that guy get on base?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of throw came to him? What kind of There's a saying, you should never judge anybody if you've never gotten your nose bloodied before. It's like a boxing saying. And if you've never been in there, it's kind of like, yeah, guys are gonna say something, especially in New York. But you gotta look at everything.
Yeah.
You gotta look at everything. And I guess that's understanding sports. Period, especially baseball. Gotta look at everything. There's a box score for a reason. And that's what I think. It's
Exactly.
always.
So for all you kids out there, be like him. Play with
Be
passion, play hard. What a great friend he is. A hero in New York. He FDNY now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Avid Yankee fan as well.
Huge Yankee fan.
So for all you kids out there, play hard, play with passion, be a great teammate, do everything 100%, and look at the process and the result at the end of the process, not quick results right away.
Listen to Coach Davino. Listen to Coach Andy. He knows what he's talking about.
I want to thank Mauro for doing this interview with me today, and I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good friend of mine here.
And keep doing the good work, man. Keep doing
Thank
the good
you.
work. I
Thank
see it, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
No,
Yes.
thank you.
So until next time, it's the Triple Crown Sports Academy video blog. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Keep following us on triplecrownsportsacademy.com. Thank you.
Peace out. Triple Crown.